Ladies and gentlemen, but the most important gender of all, gamers, welcome to the show. My name is Strong Legs. This fine young gentleman right here is William SCJ. We'll be kicking you the action. And we only have one featured match, which I have to admit, it's quite a banger. Rugratz versus LiViD, the Frenchies, mes amis. They're ready. They're in the server. We're about to go live shortly as soon as knife round begins. Will, what's going on, man? Fill me in.
Well, dude, I had like this whole entire scroll bit that I was gonna do. I was gonna flip through a big book and all that stuff. Honestly, I got nothing going on right now, right this very moment, except for, of course, casting this match between Rugratz and LiViD Gaming for Winners League. And honestly, I'm very excited to see what Rugratz can do. I mean, they're already they're going to the global challenge in a few weeks. LiViD, oh god, I can't even remember what the top four is. Like, it's Rugratz. It doesn't even matter. Rugratz is going to the global challenge, and it's going to be kind of interesting to see how they're going to perform because they're going to be out of one of their main players. I forget who it was. They got Typhoon in tow right now.
Twice.
No, yeah, that's right. It was twice because he's going to college right now.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, man, it's actually rough for these players, but we can go ahead and just jump straight into the server. I think pistol rounds are about to begin. Actually, we're gonna skip the knife round, so let's get this action started. But no, yeah, you're absolutely right. I think to some degree that is going to be holding Rugratz back. Now, of course, they have picked up Leaf, who is an incredible talent on his own right, and of course, well, I mean, is here as well. So they're here to game. This is a solid roster.
Well, I mean, Leaf was one of the members that got them into MDL in Season 30 when they were on Massed Esports. So him coming back into the roster is just serendipitous at this point. So I'm very excited to see him back on the squad, but it's still bittersweet when you get right down to it. I mean, Twice was such an important member, despite the fact that he was essentially on a revolving door situation with the team. But right now we're getting into the pistol round. Great tag coming out from Hunter onto Mikhail. That's going to be a sign of things to come for sure. Rugratz are making their presence known on the A site, and they're all basically on the A site with the exception of one. That's going to be Leaf and Cred pushing on to the site. Take down one head. Hunter's going to go down. Typhoon answered back with one of his own. Gmon is able to take down Xander, and Typhoon just tapping away. He's not able to find this kill onto the player on the truck, but he's able to find one onto the boxes. That's going to be Mikhail going down, and Cred of two and after. Gmon is going to fall as well, as will Effie's. Things just happen really, really fast once everything started getting into the motion. Rugratz, they're all grown up, and they're starting things off one on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. That was so fast. I don't even think LiViD had even a chance to process what exactly was going on, right? Rugratz just brute forced their way through the choke points. Perfect end them, I have to admit. That was really well played between Leaf, Typhoon, and Penny, the three youngest players on the roster. So, well done so far. Pistol round, bomb plant denied. You can't really ask for much better than that. Speaking of much better than that, quick tag and bag him combo by Effies and wins to open up the round against Xander. That's a weapon that can be recovered, and a man advantage super early.
And not just that, it's going to be an MP9. This weapon is terrifying. I have gone on record saying it's one of the most underrated weapons in the game, and in the hands of someone like Incred, I'm sure that they could do quite a bit of damage. So, minute 20 left on the clock. A man down. Rugratz, they need to pull back together into this map. You see that Hunter's holding behind the smoke with a shotgun. I want eyes on him. But it looks like he's not going to have an opportunity anywhere to strike. That's going to be a shame.
It's a shame. I like the patience here from LiViD. I think they're expecting some sort of reaction from Rugratz, but I think the bigger problem is their only rotate is through this water. Now they've spotted both pairs towards water, so they know this is not really an exit for them. That's going to funnel them towards the A side, but look at Hunter and Leaf. They're already in their faces here as well.
Indeed, the shots firing out. Typhoon's going to find one. Hunter finally ringing out with that hooked up. Nova, there we go. Words are difficult for me. But the trades come through as well, and we're going to see two players remaining, sorry, for the Rugratz and for the LiViD side. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Damage is being traded across the board. Leaf's going to be brought down to 21 HP, but he's still going to be able to find Win, and Penny's going to drop Effies soon after. 2 rounds on the board for Rugratz. They hold on to the second round.
Man, that could have been a disaster for Rugratz, but they held on right towards the end right there. Once again, Leaf kind of clawing them out of that one, but I have to admit, that was a little unlucky for LiViD. Win got the tag off onto Leaf. The couple taps that came off did not finish Leaf off, and that actually allowed Rugratz to even close off that 2v2 scenario that they were in. But now LiViD's back on the back foot here. Pistols only, Deagles available, yes, but no armor to mitigate damage, no utility to close distance or allow them to get on sites to even set themselves up for bomb plant. So if these Deagles are successful early, it's unlikely LiViD has any chance in this round.
Indeed, it's going to be a difficult round. They need to get those. They need those Deagles to ring off, and they need to ring off real soon and real fast. And to have the position for trades is also going to be very very important, and that's going to be one kill that's going to go through. Gmod is going to be able to find one, but Hunter and Xander, they're going to find ones themselves. Incred with a second deagle shot that's going to even things up 3-3. Minute 10 left on the clock. All that's left of the names of the Rugrats are going to be 2 FAMASes and an M4. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, LiViD have salvaged an MP9 and a FAMAS. And speaking of FAMAS, that FAMAS is going to take down Gmod. Gmod. How do you pronounce that? Gmod?
Emo?
Doesn't matter. There we go. What matters the most is the fact that Leaf picked up that very nice 3K. Speaking of 3 on the board, Rugrats have 3 on the board.
Yeah, Leaf's actually 6-0 right now, so he's definitely popping off. Typhoon not too far behind. 4 kills already for him. Now, this is LiViD's proper time to answer back. These rounds have been sloppy, to say the least, for Rugratz. They've lost some players in these rounds that probably shouldn't have, honestly. But they have to fight back against this gun round that's coming from LiViD. This could be the huge swing right here, available early for LiViD to try to respond back on this deficit that they're already in. But I like to set up from Rugratz. Just get into their faces. They have the op and bit of an off angle on top of connector. But good kill. He might have an unpleasant surprise here soon.
Oh, this is going to be so destructive. He finds the first kill. That's going to be very important for him. He spots out the barrel of the op, but Hunter spots him in return. Good trade coming out from the Rugrats, but that's still going to be things evened up. And now back into the favor of the Rugrats as Penny picks up a shot on Gimond. Now a man down, LiViD Gaming. They're able to salvage the bomb from essentially spawn. They're making their way to the 8 site. Effie's going to have a great position on bathrooms. Hunter is slinking up from the backside and able to strike back onto them. But Effie's, he's not going to move 1 bit, not 1 inch. Okay, now he's moving to several inches, actually. Making me look like a fool in the turn. Now Huynh is holding strong, but Hunter's going to be even stronger. Swinging hard with that big green cannon. Now it's going to be a 2v4 as the bomb goes down.
Yeah, this double advantage here for Rugratz is going to be so hard to deal with, especially with Penny's flank towards long A. Incred and Effies have no space on site to work with, Will. They're pretty much funneled into where they are right now. Tap, tap, tap. A little off the mark, but Penny makes it work. Incred by himself, unfortunately. Rugratz, they stick together. It is Rugratz with the 4-0. Keep it 4 alive, too, on this gun round is huge. That gives them AKs, SGs, and they have the op still maintained for Hunter. Business is booming right now for Rugratz.
Yeah, it's a good start coming out from the Rugrats. Very good start, actually. Leaf is still not dead yet. Neither is Penny, actually. He's 4-0. Leaf 7-1. You know, on the opposite side, they don't even have 10 kills across all of them on the LiViD side. So this is going to be an important round, especially since they have AKs aplenty. No money in the bank. Everything on the line in the early game for the LiViD Gaming side. Molly going down. Smoke extinguishing the fire. These players, they want to make a move. Need to make it happen fast.
It's kind of off topic. Rugrats' defenses look on the minimap. It's just like a straight line across, but they're all in completely different positions. Now it's got a little bit broken, but this is a pretty standard setup, I'd say, for Rugrats. One player keeping eyes on Bathroom, and Hunter with the op. He has infinite amount of angles to shoot and fall back in as long as he doesn't linger too long inside Bathrooms. But long A control and Bathrooms has been forfeited by Rugrats.
I think what they want to do is that they want to lure them into their lines of sight and try to get the fire off on them. Hunter definitely wants someone to swing onto him because it's gonna be a difficult fight for Mikhail to win if he's gonna go into the crosshair of Hunter. It's still doable though, mind you, especially when you have 3 different players that are gonna strike onto him at the same time. This is gonna be such a difficult angle for Hunter to hold, but if anyone's gonna do it, especially on the Rugrats side, it's gonna be him. And the first challenge comes into frame, and it's going to be Huynh that go down. Huynh is not going to be winning this fight anytime soon. 33 seconds remaining, and the executes coming through from the T side of LiViD Gaming. A mad down. They need to go into a mad quick fire scenario. Mikhail finds one. Incred with a second one. 23 seconds on the clock. Time is ticking away, and Leaf, his clock has been rung. And now it's going to be Typhoon to answer back. Taking out Mikhail, but Incred from the backside, able to see the pincer maneuver coming out from Penny, and that's going to be 1 man alive for the CT side. That's going to be Typhoon. And my God, he needs to have a hurricane of a game if he wants to come back into this one and make it absolutely undefeated for the Rugrats side. I said at the start how important this was for LiViD to make this happen, and my God, did they make it happen.
Yeah, Typhoon, you're right. He would have to flip that whole house on his head for any sort of chance in there. But it's going to be LiViD closing that one off. But I have to admit, I did not see that going favorably for LiViD at all. Especially when that bomb went down early. All the alarms were all rung. Everyone was rotating towards the 8 site. I really did not see LiViD with an out there. And somehow they got the chain of kills to even open themselves up for that scenario. So I have to admit, Well done. Composure kept here for LiViD and Rugratz on their final investment. They have to make this one work, but otherwise their money is gone.
I like Super Monkey Ball. Oh! How do you like them balls?
Great
Mikhail
and
takes down
explosive.
Hunter. Very, very explosive. Those are 3 big nades onto them, and Gimon not able to strike onto Leaf. He made like a tree and got out of here. Minute 22 on the clock. Now things are even up 4v4. Mikhail spotting out Xander, and Xander, he just doesn't want to die. He's just jumping around. He's not going to go down too sweetly, but Penny definitely will. Leaf is going to trade him out. Now things are even up yet again. 2v2, minute 8 left on the clock. That is I don't even know what to say.
I can't blame you, honestly. Typhoon, though, he's holding down the A site. When you get into the flank, it's only a matter of time. Now it's inevitable, the CT sandwich. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Just Xander looks so funny, just jumping up and down, just trying to buy as much time as possible for his teams to rotate. It worked out, but it just looked funny from our perspective.
It was really funny. I'm glad that he was able to survive as long as he did. Leaf was able to come in and get that second strike onto him, but unfortunately, one of his teammates did die in the turn of it all because the door just swung open and Mikhail swung back on him. Right now, Mikhail's in a rough position. Oh, Hunter! Definitely living up to his name and hunting down Win.
Yeah, I love that about Hunter. He is such a fun operator to watch. He's not afraid to take those really awkward or claustrophobic angles to try to find picks. That one's a little bit less claustrophobic, but he is that in-your-face style operator, which I always love to watch. But now it's LiViD Gaming funneled pretty much towards the B site. All legs in one basket, really. 2 in water, 2 in Monster. They've lost all vision, all control towards the A site. They're going to have to worry about that to some degree at some point.
And the worry is gonna start up real quick. Shots have been fired off onto the B side. Gimon is gonna try to bait out some rotation or some utility, and it's gonna do a little bit to get Penny out of it. To get a smoke out of Penny, rather. Start things off. Now time is starting to tick away. Mikhail has all the utility on the T side, a flash and a smoke. That's it. That's all they can work with. And these CT players, they're waiting patiently for the strike to come, and they know it's gonna come any moment now. 34 on the clock. Now the push comes through. Typhoon with a quick 1-2, able to take down Mikhail and Cred with absolute ridiculous position. Penny finds one. Gmod is able to take down one, but it's going to be Penny to strike back with a second. 2K for him and Typhoon as Rugratz bring their total up to 6.
I have to admit, I enjoyed that really passive play there from Rugratz. They knew LiViD had no way to push them off the angles, no Molotovs to push off barrel, a difficult crossfire to break unless you two have that molly. And they just held. They gave him a false sense of confidence, a false sense of space. LiViD was probably confused, holy, we have really this much space on site. Next thing you know, you're in a trapped crossfire, and it was perfectly played by Rugratz. Now it's LiViD back on the buy.
Really and truly was perfectly played by Rugratz. I mean, I couldn't have said it any better myself. I mean, if you saw it on the minimap, if you saw what we saw, I mean, they were just all the players, absolutely everyone was just corralled right before the main site of B site, and they just struck. But Rugratz, it was a trap, pure and simple. Admiral Akbar himself would be pleased with that trap.
Yeah, are you seeing what LiViD is doing, by the way? They're alternating their nade stacks on B site. They just tried to get up close wood now, but no one was there. That's a 1-for-1 trade between wind towards water. That is still favorable for LiViD. Rugratz, though, they're keeping 2 players here on the B defenses, and this seems to be where the Frenchies want to hit. So there comes the Molotov, here comes the flashes, and the players behind it.
Swinging back, he's able to find 2 yet again, and credit Gmod. They're going to be hitting the dirt, and Huin's going to make sure that Typhoon's tasting a little bit of that as well. Leaf falls soon after. Now it's going to be a 2v1. Both of these players are mighty damaged. Hunter just needs to strike Effie's once and just get lucky on Huin, but it's not gonna come. It's not gonna come into favor. Hunter's gonna get swung on. It's gonna be LiViD Gaming surviving with 2 and bringing their scoreline up to 2, 6-2 for both teams now.
A lot of 2s.
Yeah. And now we have to wait a minute or 2 because we got a match pause coming through from the Rugratz side.
Wow, you really are like the modern day Da Vinci of esports. What can't you do? You got bars, you're a graphics designer. Jesus, man. Leave some jobs for the rest of us.
Dude, I like eating.
Actually, I recall you saying that earlier.
Oh no, I'm a straight up glutton. Okay, so Very, very quickly, I'm going to make this very quick because I only got 8 seconds. I remember when I was moving up to Massachusetts, where I currently live, I stopped at Sheetz, which is kind of like a convenience store gas station thing. Yeah, I bought $35 worth of food in one sitting.
Jesus.
And I ate it, all of it. I had these huge buckets of fries.
Sounds glorious and awful at the same time, and I'm here for it.
Dude, America's weird. Anyway, round number 9.
Yeah, I think Rugratz is doing a set piece to try to take monster control right now. LiViD might actually be getting stuck into it, but maybe Gmon has different plans. He's maintaining water, he's maintaining the fire, but now Red is here, just ripping them apart. And it seems like partial investment here for Rugratz has paid nothing back. And it is ended. Yeah, 5 alive for the Frenchies, though. That's a great round, though. They got a lot of money now. They got some oomph.
Oh, baby, do they. Rugratz, they also invested with 2 MP9s, and they just got ripped out of the hands by Gmon right at the start of the round. So I think that was the round over right then and there. And, okay, so here's something interesting. Ever since the buff came through for the FAMAS and the Galil, we've been seeing a lot of them lately. Has the FAMAS actually improved? Because I haven't noticed a difference.
It has improved, mechanically speaking, yes. Ah. Is it a huge transformation? No. But they have tightened the recoil for it, so it's a little bit less erratic nowadays.
Well, did they speed up the burst fire at least?
They didn't speed it up, but they made it more compact. Actually, the FAMAS burst is weird now. So the 2 first bullets will hit the same exact spot, and the 3rd bullet will like go slightly above. So if you actually get really comfortable with the mechanic, you get all 3 bullets in the same spot.
Oh, that's broken now. That's terrifying.
Yeah, I haven't seen many players applying it, though.
Well, I mean, remember when the SG got reduced? There was not a lot of players that used that. Oh, baby, we don't need SGs here because we got the big 50 caliber cannon in the hands of Hunter, and they just dropped 2 with the price of 1. And Gmon, it's not Easter time, but here, have this egg.
Wow, Hunter, okay. Keeping them in this one, and Gmon trying to do his best as well. And Mikhail actually able to find the equalizer and the advantage for the team. So Gmon, Mikhail, a great respawn back. Now Leaf is going super aggressive, and Gmon is just ducking, waiting for that, praying. And Leaf is gone with the wind, and it is LiViD up to 4. And Rugratz, they're on the back foot once again with their economy work.
Yeah, this puts them in a really rough position. No, I'm sorry. 2 players survived for LiViD, so their money's all right. They're able to buy in. Effie's is going to get a little bit rough win as well. But Rugratz, they've got pistols, and that's it. They got to save into this one, and they're going to be trying to set up for a position in order to get some weapons out of hands, but I doubt they're going to be able to do much more than get maybe 1 rifle out of their hands at best. And if they do that, there's going to be a trade position by LiViD Gaming, so it's not likely that they're going to be able to do much. But Penny, there's a chance that you get 1 hit. He gets the 1. He gets a second. No, that's actually Leaf that gets the second one. Okay, so that's rifles. That's rifles salvaged from the bodies of LiViD, and not only that, a man advantage coming out for Rugratz. This is actually getting interesting.
Yeah, this is getting really weird too, because now LiViD's on the kind of confused in no man's land, right? They're not quite on the A site, and now Rugratz is able to reposition and reestablish their numbers, and now LiViD has 0 clues, 0 ideas where those rifles are.
Yeah, and this is going to put them on very nervous footing. And Rugratz, this is something I say about a lot of NACS teams, especially in the semi-pro and pro tier, is the fact that they don't prepare for winning normal games. They prepare for these weird rounds, these half-buys, these pistolicos, and they overperform on these time and time again. That's why you see so many players coming crazy with the P250s. Unfortunately, Xander's not able to make that happen this time around, but hopefully Leaf, with this rifle, is able to turn things around in the favor of Rugratz. But he's not going to have a chance to strike, nor does he need to strike. 28 seconds remaining on the clock, and it looks like the players are going to be going to the B side on the LiViD Gaming side, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Typhoon's able to spot out 1. He's not able to strike with the SG, and the SG is going to be in no man's land for the CT players on top of that. What the hell was that?
What just happened? That was so awkward. I thought he had that round in the bag for sure, and then Incred just gives him a kiss of death, and now it's Penny, remaining player. He knows where Guimont is. He spotted his head. He's looking for it. He's for that AK-47 so bad. That's going to make things a little bit more easier for him, but it will be Incred from the side. The Savage and LiViD, they hold on strong. But we said that round needs to be clean, but that could have spiraled out of control quickly there.
It already did. But luckily for the LiViD Gaming side, it's the fact that they were able to come back together in the end and make things work. And it was sloppy. Boy, howdy was it sloppy. But a sloppy win is still a win in the end. Now we're going into round number 12. The smoke coming down. in order to stop and slow down the LiViD Gaming players. It's going to be quite effective in doing so. I mean, you see that in the minimap. They're not moving an inch. Look, Emod started making a beeline towards the B site. Noise made, presence known. He's going to take some strikes on a Typhoon, bring him down to half HP, but he himself is brought down to half HP. A little bit frustrating. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Now Hunter, doing what he does best. Hunting.
Look at Xander's positioning now. There's no way they're going to expect this one. One, a turn run onto Mikhail as well, and almost finding the third. Just a little bit off the mark, but Effie's, he shut Xander's streak down, but it's still a double-man advantage here for Rugratz, and they have the information to where LiViD is, so ball's in their court. They just have to make the right decisions. They're going to advance in water to make this a little bit more claustrophobic for LiViD, take away their space, take away their breathing room, and just slowly zone in on their positions and close off the round.
Can I just say, I'm kind of glad that Xander didn't get that third kill, because I feel like he had too much luck getting that 180. If he got that third kill, I would have been frustrated. Maybe that's just me being greedy. But anyway, 35 seconds remaining on the clock. LiViD Gaming, they're playing this awfully slow now. Very cautious. They don't want to lose that op. They don't want to lose that AK. And it looks like they might just be in a position just to save. They're too unsure. And they don't want to give Rugratz the opportunity in order to strike them. This execute needs to be pixel perfect. 11 seconds on the clock. The music will be singing right now. One headshot comes through. FB's is going to be able to strike first. The bomb will go down in the smoke. 5 seconds remaining. Leaf could be the one to stop this, and he's got to just barely not be able to stop it. That's going to be extra money for the LiViD Gaming side, but Rugratz, they're going to be able to translate this into a win. The full 10-second defuse coming through. As the smoke dissipates, a corpse lays. Oh, that's just rude. Oh, that's also rude.
Unlucky. I like a little BM, Will.
Oh, I love it.
I
absolutely adore it.
Makes things interesting, doesn't it?
I mean, as long as everything's settled in the server and it just doesn't leave the server, I'm okay with that. I love that. Oh,
boy,
Hunter.
Oh, he gets attacked. Okay, free 28 damage. We love that.
Have you seen anyone ever get a kill with that?
I have actually once.
Wow. That must be tilting off. That must have you tilting off the face of the earth when that happens. A little bit of team damage coming out from Effie's on a Gmod. Gmod. I see that, I just think Gmod. I've been playing a lot of that recently.
I can see that. I really hope that the new CSGO engine, or not the CSGO engine, the Source engine has something similar to Gmod. I know they opened it up for Half-Life VR. They open up the engine for people to make stuff. That's interesting.
I guarantee you that something like that's going to happen. I mean, Valve has basically prided themselves on being open source, so everyone does all the work for them, and they don't have to do much of anything. They provide you the toolkit, and they're just like, hey, you know what, have fun. It's great. It's genius, actually.
No, what is actually genius, though, is LiViD right now just walking in on the B site. There's no one even here. They're in water. Typhoon, the player that's going to be holding for that one. GMD will just eliminate Hunter quickly in heaven. Now Typhoon's position is given away. That smoke will block off any sort of ability to fight into the site, and the bomb will be planted uncontested.
Yeah, and a man down. That molly really needed to hit perfectly, but that smoke going down, that's going to do just enough work for LiViD Gaming, so Rugratz is going to have to sweat a little bit more going into this site, and that nade hitting might as well just be the call. They really can't be going for this, but they need to. LiViD going to get tagged down. Typhoon's actually going to find 2 quick kills, and Gmod trading around, spinning around, trying to find that last kill. It's not going to happen. Now things are 1v1. Leaf swinging around the pillar. He's checking absolutely every single angle. He's not going to have enough time in order to get into the site, but it's not going to matter anyway as Mikhail strikes in turn. 6 rounds now for the French-Canadian side.
Okay.
I just realized I forgot to tweet this out.
Oh, it was all last minute, so I can't really blame you. But I have to admit, LiViD starting to enter into a pretty successful T-half right now. 6 rounds. If they close off this one, the money will be broke for Rugratz. So a potential lead towards the end of this half is a seriously good spot to be in if you're LiViD. That's going to be the fast way towards water. They're going to overlook the boost. Typhoon is, fortunately for LiViD, completely blind. He did not see a single thing there for like 10 seconds.
It's like the paparazzi on this game of Overpass. Typhoon popping up. He's definitely popping some people right here. Oh, finding one through the wall. Finally. Wynn's going to lose that one out. Gmo tagging Penny down to 18 HP, a paltry sum of health. Now he's put on life support as a minute 7 rings out onto the clock.
Yeah, they're re-aggressing on Mikhail. This could be earlier. Amazing. It's going to go kind of in the middle. 2-for-1 deal. Not quite good for Rugratz, but I think LiViD will take the equalizer there. No worries. Guimau's not going to walk in, but he's met with Typhoon once again, who has a 3K on the round already. And now with only 40 seconds left, the bomb towards the B side. Effie's in water. I think they pretty much have to zone in now on this B side. There's really no other choice.
Really is not. Time is not playing into their favor. Half a minute left on the clock. And Rugratz, they're sizing this up quite nicely. They got players all over the B side. They got Typhoon watching one side of pillars. Effie's going to be leering right into the angle. Able to find that head in due time. Now 12 seconds remaining. That bomb will go down successfully unless you had Xander's strike. But he's not going to strike fast enough. Hunter from the heavens side is going to rain hell down onto these players, and both him and Xander are able to find kills apiece. Rugratz with 8, winning the half. And LiViD, they got one more chance in order to make things a little bit more kosher for themselves.
Yeah, their money's in not a good spot either, huh? Just realize how little their money is. That bump will surely help things, but it's not really going to put them over that full buy. It's going to be broken in many ways.
Yeah, you're probably going to see Effie's pull out a Mac 10. Get that armor, get a little bit of utility going. Might opt for... No, he's actually going for the pistol. We're actually seeing... this is weird. They basically invested everything that they possibly could. Effie's with the P250. He could probably make some magic happen with that, but I don't know how well he's going to be doing in this situation. Minute 45 left on the clock. It was going to the last round of the first half. Sorry. And it's going to be all-out aggression coming out from the LiViD Gaming side. They all pour out onto the B side, and Mikhail is able to find one, win with another one, make that 2, and Cred's actually making a lot of work happen. The last one alive is going to be Xander. Blink it and you will miss.
That was domination.
Absolutely. Penny in the dead chat actually said himself, I didn't see anyone the entire time, meaning that the flashes were all around effective. Muy magnifique coming out from the LiViD Gaming side, and Xander, oh, look at this. Oh, he's sizing him up, trying to get all the information he can. If Incred turns around 1 second, it's over. All eyes to be on him, and that's just a shame.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at how hard you tried to set that one up, and it just ended so abruptly by Effie just going, "Oop, I'm just gonna check this," even though my teammate's right there.
Effie's just squashed him like a bug, dude.
Yeah, he really did. He really did.
It's like you were videotaping, like doing a faux documentary. It's like, oh, look at the spider, look at how it navigates the webs, and then all of a sudden you see your kid sister go, ah, spider! Smacks the table, and it's gone. That's it. You get no Instagram followers from that.
Yeah, that's... Alright, Rugratz, you've had an okay CT side. Not bad, not terrible, not great. Now it's going to be the C side where they're really good at so aggression. Hutch is going to open up the fight. Leaf, Xander follow up with one each of their own, and Incred now, a remaining player, wondering what the hell just happened on this B site. And
could you blame him, though?
Yeah, I can't really. I like that, though, from Rugratz. Just hit him with a B hit, bring back their confidence. They were just successful on the B side, on T side. Now we dismantled their offense early, or their defense, excuse me. And Rugratz, they find themselves a good round. Now, does LiViD force here? That's the question. The answer is yes.
Yeah, you got the dual Mac 10s, 2 AKs, and the new favorite from one coast to the other. It's going to be the Galil coming out onto the Leaf. And I'm actually very excited to see the Galil coming out into mixed play for the T sides after the little buff that they've had. Because I think this gun has a lot of potential.
It's also like an M4. It
basically is.
Difference. It's just a worse recoil M4.
Oh, the recoil on it's garbage, but if you get that one tap out, it's perfect. You can just crouch, crab walk, and just tap away, and you can do a lot of damage with it. Hunter, I think, just barely spotted out Win, but he's not going to go for the kill. Now he's going to start striking, running out into mid, going connector, actually. He's got a little second thoughts. I absolutely adore Hunter. Just love his aggression, his confidence coming out into this game. You don't see a lot of players with this level of confidence and skill coming out in the NA scene, and he is just emblematic of that.
Yeah,
I really do have his.
And he's been slept on for so long too. That's a crazy part. And he really is that player, right? He's willing to take those positions, or willing to kind of linger around in a position that make normal people uncomfortable. Now, Hwin is looking for the tags for Rugratz to finish off with his eagle. That's the first right there, but actually neither of them are able to follow up. Now, except GMD now finds the first. He is able to stabilize for the second as well, but unfortunately, the A site and the man advantage still belongs to Rugratz. Bomb being planted, smoke soon to fade, and Effie's is so far removed from this scenario, it's unlikely he'll have any sort of impact in this one. Unless he catches Leaf off guard accidentally.
It's likely he might, actually. Unless those fat feet of his. Oh. Leaf, though. Oh, please. Oh, there you go. I saw him pull out the knife. I thought he was just going to go straight forward. It's not going to happen. But the kill does come through. Mikhail's going to be the last one alive for the CT side. The bomb side is going to be secured, and time will go away. But if you see Mikhail... No, he's actually running. Sorry. I was looking straight at the minimap. I wasn't looking at him.
Yeah, he is out.
Yeah, he's gone. I thought for sure he was going to be racing onto the A side to try to go for a very last second defuse. But, nope. I was wrong.
Alright, LiViD. Let's see what you got. You have the Deagle armor remaining for Mikhail. Looks like Guimau will force up a Deagle of his own. I think those double kills kind of granted him that little extra profit. This is a full-on B stack for LiViD. I actually like this. You're down to pistols. You have nothing really. Your chances are very slim. Try to even up your odds by taking a gamble early on. If magically Rugratz come back and hit this B site, you have a solid chance of closing it off. Otherwise, you just save. Maybe you send a couple players to try to get some exits, but you're Mikhail, you're definitely holding on to that armor and nade. You definitely want to avoid getting farmed by that Mac 10, no doubt.
Oh, I think the farming is going to happen. Ooh, Hunter. Hunter's another one. I just love these. I've just loved this pairing from Rugratz so much. I'm sorry. It just escapes. Words escape me sometimes when I see them play to their fullest potential. Right now, 55 seconds remaining on the clock. They're going to have... They all go ahead onto the A side. Just stick that bomb down. There's no one here. No one's even contesting it. The LiViD gaming side. Oh, this is going to be so fun coming from Xander. All eyes on him. He spots out one. He's able to tag him down. He gets the headshot onto Mikhail. D-Ball is going to be good for one. And if Wynn's going to try to go for the chase onto Xander, he's eventually going to get that headshot. That's going to be mighty fine for him. But the Mag-10s, they've done all the work they need to do. They got the info. They got the farming. But how...
Did they, though? They got one kill.
Well, I mean, they got the info. I thought they did more, but as it turns out, they only got the one kill.
Yeah, that's not enough. Now they're going to risk an AK as well. Typhoon is getting dinked down. He's calling for reinforcements, but does not actually get out of there. He actually dies to the Mac-10 on top of that.
That is rough.
Turnaround for LiViD, I have to admit. This is so worth it for them.
Yeah, they've done the damage.
I think they can get that AK too. Get it, boys.
They most definitely will.
No, why?
Yeah,
they got it. Okay, there we go. That's a solid round right there. You took away 3 players. You got an AK upgrade for free. You got a Mac-10 kill in there in the mix. Bolster that economy. But this is still a 4-round deficit though for Rugratz. I do want to remind everybody. So things are still looking quite promising now for the Rugratz side. But LiViD Gaming, this is a prime time to respond. You got Incred on the op. Unfortunately, it's Blast Cannon. But there's a lot of utility and kits available for LiViD, so they're in good shape.
Absolutely, round number 19. Hunter's going to go aggro with that out, but he's not going to be able to spot much of anything. The players are pushing towards the playground position. I always get playground and party mixed up. I don't know why. They're pushing away. They're pushing themselves up towards long. We got 3 players there. Bomb is still in the connector. And right now, they're just playing for information, trying to size things up. Xander. Oh my god, you really do have that AK, don't you?
You ever drink water and you're like, wow, I love water?
Oh, dude, all the time. I got 3 bottles near me.
Ooh.
And Leaf, he's acting awfully thirsty. Hunter, he's thirsty as well. Thirsty and hungry for kills and blood. Typhoon is also at the table. Don't forget about him. Now things are at a 3v3, 45 seconds remaining on the clock. The execute's about to be occurring onto the ace site. Hunter with that op playing quite aggressive. Surely they're going to be prepared for Guimond here. The lineup comes through. Guimond's able to find one. He's very close to finding a second one, but Xander's going to strike onto him as well as Mikhail. Last one alive is going to be Effie's. From the backside, he's going to find Xander, and that's going to be the bomb lost on top of that. 22 seconds remaining, and Hunter, with only a sliver of health, needs to come back into this one. But he's playing awfully scared. He knows that one bullet can end him. And this shot needs to land if he's going to line it up. But time is going to be of the essence. Oh! The nade comes out. He spots out Effie's, and now
oh my god.
Oh, what a way to go.
I think Effie's thought that Hunter had the bomb and he was running for it. That's why he took out the nade. He's trying to finish him off while he's planting the bomb, or maybe running for it. Wow, that was awkward.
I mean, the information played quite well into Effie's favor. He knew that the player was low, so he pulled out the nade. But that could have been so much worse. Had Hunter, or was it Xander, had one of those players had a AK out instead of an op, it could have been a wholly different story.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Wow. Okay, LiViD, they're still holding on. Rugratz fully invested, and they're running really thin on utility, bro. They got 30 seconds left. That's it. Leaf doing what Guimond was doing, just taking those fights out of water, looking for the early damage, and he did a significant amount to Mikhail. Now Rugratz are okay. We have the only information on the B site. There's probably only 3 there, and one of them is wounded to half, so probably a good time to strike back. Now they're gonna push into water. Xander's inside. He's hiding.
It's not hiding much longer. Leaf's gonna be able to find one. Mikhail trading him out. Now Typhoon is exploding onto the side, doing what he does best and getting a 1-2 punch like no one else can. My god, Rugratz, they needed someone special. They needed a great ringer to help them out in their time of need, and they found someone exceptional in Typhoon. Leaf's asking Guimond how his legs are doing. He just replies, bad.
Okay. Interesting BM. There's layers to this art, okay, of BMing, Will. Layers to this.
Like an onion.
Yeah. The art of psychological warfare is one that's not often discussed.
Terrorists win.
Now, LiViD, they're in a tough spot right now. Win could drop in. Okay, I'm so happy they timed this out. This is such an important decision. It does not need to be made lightly. Need to discuss if they're dropping FAMASas and forcing up what they can. I mean, they could, theoretically, they could have 3 FAMASas and AUG plus the op, no problem. And they can even get in credit on a little bit more utility too. So, I mean, it could force buy, theoretically. Or they could just hold on to what they have now and ensure another buy right after this one, and hopefully put this op and AUG to use. Either save them into this next round, or try to make some hero play and throw this round on its head early. I think they're going for the flip it on its head early.
Indeed. Got all the players pushing up towards the mid position for the T side. Typhoon, he's just smacking heads like no one's business. Win's gonna go down. You win some, you lose some. You don't know how long I've been sitting on that. There you go.
Oh, I hate you.
Don't worry, I hate me more than you ever could hate me. Right now, it's 1:10 left on the clock. Time is starting to tick away quicker than you even know. And Xander, he's going to tick away at Incred's head. Incred's dead. Not much we can do about that. Penny, however, he's going to do something about it. Take down Mikhail. Gmod strikes back. He's only got 5 HP. Now it's going to be 0 HP. And blink and you will miss. Effie's going to be the last one alive for the CT side of LiViD Gaming.
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, there's really no chance for him right here. Now they that's so. That PT-50 is all that he's got, and he's only got so much ammo for it. The Rugratz claim the round, 13-8, a solid, solidified lead here now for Rugratz. But the economy has recovered for LiViD. They could answer back right now, right here. Unfortunately, the economy for Rugratz is starting to it's mounting a little bit. They're past the eco territory. They're at least on double buy rounds in a row. And LiViD are limited in multiple ways here, bro. They don't have kits. They're limited on little utility, and it seems like Rugratz are just going to make this one fast, and they're just going straight to the B site. At least starting with water control.
Oh, this is just so destructive. Oh, speaking of destructive, Mikhail's going to take down Penny, and soon after, he's going to get dropped by Leaf. Win some, you lose some. That's going to be Gmod answering back with one of his own. Note how I said win, not win. Okay, never mind.
Terrorists win.
Okay.
Yep.
XP aggression instantly destroyed. That was actually really dynamic, though, from LiViD. It was slight, but very dynamic. They had that instant flank from Huynh. Solid counter flashes, solid counter utility. Denying any sort of fast lane potential for Rugratz. But now this is the really important round here for both of these squads, right? Full investments coming in from both sides. Rugratz on the other hand. Oh, I think that flashbang is down, and there it is. Mikhail, nice shot. Eliminates Hunter. Now Leaf has to worry about the potential pincer. But he finds the first. Going for the second, but it'll be Effie's to shut that one down. I love that deep smoke. It denies any sort of trade potential. And now LiViD have the man advantage.
And he's going to be able to even things up, but is soon going to fall back into the favor of LiViD as Incred trades him out. A minute 10 left on the clock. Xander and Typhoon going to be the last two alive for the team of Rugratz. They just need to isolate these 1v1s, but that's just simply not going to happen, especially when these players are playing like that. But Xander is able to find out Incred. Oh, that's going to be rough. Now that bomb is going to go down practically for free.
Yeah, that was so sloppy from Incred, though. I mean, he didn't cover his tracks at all. He had no idea Xander could be on his tail. Now the bomb is planted. They're in a perfect positions for this as well. They're in bathrooms. One player's hiding to the left. And if they want to hard clear Typhoon, they're going to have to go extremely wide, opening themselves up to Xander. Now the Molotov towards bathroom. They tap the bomb to try to at least bait one of these players to peek and know exactly where they're at.
It's going to be a mighty fine kill coming out from Typhoon, and that might just very well be the call coming out from LiViD, and that's exactly what's going to happen. 14 rounds now for Rugratz. They are just 2 away from winning this one out versus LiViD.
I think you have to buy here if you're LiViD.
You have to.
If he drops an op, Incred drops a rifle over, and they just buy.
Got a pause coming out from LiViD. They want to talk things out just a little bit more. Try to get their money right.
Can't blame them.
Looks like actually from Gmod, it's microphone issues.
Oh.
Maybe something to do with TeamSpeak. I have no idea. I've actually never used TeamSpeak. But then again, I'm not a professional prospect.
Yeah, I think in 2020, 2019, it's really not big of a difference, honestly, between all the programs. I think TeamSpeak is slightly faster, but not anything noticeable to.
I think it's because it's a lighter program versus like Discord or even hell Ventrilo.
Yeah, I don't think even that's not even in the mix anymore. Between that or Mumble.
Oh God.
TeamSpeak, Mumble, Discord. Right? I love this play, by the way, from LiViD. Throw the deep smoke in. I've been seeing teams do this more and more lately. Just smoke off if there's alert and playing that spot, you just smoke them off. You take free control. You readjust your numbers to the A site. Not only that, but you push them forward into the ops and long. Incred looking to capitalize off this push and shove. He has him almost lined up there as well.
He almost had a triple lineup coming through. Hunter's able to find one. Soon after, the pinch is going to come through, and it's going to be him and Typhoon to drop Incred. That's going to be the op taken out of the hands of the CT side. Minute 8 left on the clock, and that's going to be another player to fall. 4v2 now. Make that a 4v1. Effie's needs to come in absolutely huge if he wants to keep themselves alive and stop overtime from occurring against the Rugratz side. I just don't see that happening.
They're coming back into Effie's here. This is actually doable. That's the first. He did a lot of damage to Effie's, though. Maybe he does not sustain it, but it'll be Hunter closing it off with a wallbang. Effie's falls. Rugratz, they're up to 15-9 now. That is match point. Not only that, but LiViD is all in last round. Luckily, their loss bonus is kind of saving them here, but this is still a Walmart purchase at best. Bosses, MP9s, a Deagle for Mikhail. That's all they got.
Yeah, and that's just a flat-out rough situation no matter which way you put it, because, like, not only is your morale broken if you're on the LiViD side, because you have 3 FAMASes, an MP9, and a Deagle. Like, that's not M4s, that's not Ops, that's secondhand materials. But also you're going up against stronger Rugrats who have 6 rounds on top of you. You're basically back up against the wall, trying desperately not to sink into the concrete itself as they just beat and batter down onto you. And Leaf, with this boost, it might just very well be the last nail in the coffin if he can get this peak off. I just don't see that happening. I don't think the lineup's going to be fruitful for him. Mikhail's a little bit too forward. He's going to call it off.
Yeah, he's the only defender here, by the way. There's no one else. Now there's a player that got here. Guimond's here finally, but Mikhail, there's no trade potential. If he gets overwhelmed, if Guimond gets overwhelmed on the B site, there's no one there to support or relieve any sort of the pressure. Wind's in water, and if he opens that door, he could find them. Oh, is the timing right, though?
Oh, it's going to be so tough. Penny's actually going to be the one to swing open the door. Spinning around, he's going to be unable to strike back. Wind finding a second one, but he's going to fall soon after. He did quite a bit of damage. He slowed him down quite a lot. Guimond finds soon after. Last one alive is going to be Mikhail. The last lone B defender now needs to pull himself up by the bootstraps and get back into this game. 12 seconds remaining on to the Rugrats players. If they can stop this bomb plant from going down, it could be a very fruitful endeavor. But no, not going to happen. Now Mikhail needs to run back into this game. Hunter is going to size him up with the op, and he's just going to take him down just like that. 16-9, Rugrats best.
Yeah,
the French Canadians of LiViD.
Check here before we get off this.
Quickly.
Is there even a way to do that in this? No, I don't think there is. There
press
is.
mouse 2. There you are. Yeah, it's weird now.
Yeah, this is... what's crazy is there aren't really any hard overperformers. I mean, Typhoon, of course, is doing really well. Hunter's impact was immeasurable, and of course, Guimond doing his best at top rank for his team. But there are really no carries in this match. It's pretty even between both of the squadrons. I think there's a little bit more firepower on Rugratz there towards the end, but overall, it was really just Rugratz catching LiViD off, right? They're making the right decisions. Their east side was very well structured, and they were just gang mentality, right? You could never catch a Rugrat member by himself very often.
And even when you did, it was always players like Xander or Typhoon that in those 1v1 one-on-one situations can always pull something magical out of their hat. I mean, I can't even count how many times I was able to see Typhoon get 1-2 quick transfers onto players. I mean, it had to have been at least 5 or 6 times throughout the entirety of that game. I mean, the dude just went off in a way that I haven't seen him in a hot minute. He really wanted this win, and boy howdy did he get that win.
Yeah. Can't say much else about that. I mean, Rugrats are here to play, and I think with that win, they have solidified themselves for playoffs moving forward. And I think LiViD is not too far behind, so I think they might have secured a spot of their own. I think they may be in potential contention, but we'll have to check for that. I think by the end of this week, we will know for sure who will be advancing and who will not be advancing to Season 3 playoffs. And we'll have those graphics for you. We'll have that up. And if you're wondering right now, if you want to check that, I think win.gg is your best bet. Go on there, click Winners League up top. You'll have a list of things to choose from. Look for the leaderboards or the group stages, and you'll find it. But for now, this was our only feature match for the night. We'll see you tomorrow for EU action early in the day, 12 p.m. Eastern. If you're in here, I'm only going to use this time zone because too many time zones to cover. But besides that, we are out of here. My name is Strong Legs. This gentleman right here is William SCJ. We brought you the action. Of course, follow us on Twitter and follow Melanie. She does our observing and our producing, and she does a great job by herself. So for now, we are out of here. And if you haven't done so already, please follow our socials for Winners League, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. I think we're on Instagram now as well, so follow that. For now, we are out of here. See you tomorrow bright and early for some CS action.